Hi there, it's Stuart Fenster. I'm the couples expert. Here's another edition of 3 Minutes with Stuart. I'm sitting here in my backyard just really reflecting today about my relationship with my wife and the importance of being authentic in a relationship. Being authentic isn't always easy. What I mean by that is sometimes we come across things that really we struggle with, of really holding on to our own values and morals, and our partners or others in our life may have a different value or a different moral, and what we struggle with is, do I stand and hold firm or do I give in? An example of that in my life has been, I was raised in a home of the Jewish faith. And being Jewish hasn't always been easy. The reason for that is I was raised in a very small town in Indiana, and sometimes people would make comments about Jewish people in a very negative way. And at times I would just be quiet. I'd not want to stand up, because the majority of the people that I interacted with were not of my same religion. And do I stand firm in saying that was prejudice? That was not something that fits for me, and I'm offended that you would make a comment like that. Another example of that is if your partner is doing something that you don't respect. Do you stand up and say, this is not acceptable? This is not something that I can have the two of us involved with. There are so many little things sometimes that come up throughout, whether it's work, whether it's money that you find or get the wrong change at a grocery store, or what happens in a restaurant. You need to be able to feel that you can be yourself. You can be authentic and vulnerable to a point to turn to your partner and say, this does not make me comfortable, and I really need to put my foot down now. You should have the kind of relationship that you know, even if your wife or husband doesn't agree with you, but they know that your heart is pure. They know that who you are is someone that really would give their right arm for a friend, and more importantly, to them. That your love for them is always one in which you give of yourself, you give authentically, you give vulnerably. That when you're put into that kind of position where you or your partner stands their ground and says, this doesn't feel good to me. How we interact does not feel good right now. I don't want us talking to each other this way. I don't want us cheating the waiter or waitress out of a tip. I don't want to accept that if someone has money that's deposited in your account accidentally by the bank, that you're not just going to accept this. All these things that sometimes can have couples really pull apart from one another. That your partner will see you as the love of their life and never want to do anything that might have you feel uncomfortable or disturbed. And then the two of you can have a conversation about it, see what's right for you as a couple, and work together toward having a life with your partner that has both of you respecting who each of you are authentically and vulnerably, and knowing that your partner loves you more than anything and would never do anything that would have you feeling bad about yourself, about your partner, or about your life together. And then the two of you would really work hard as can be to find that ground in which both of you can live with it. If you struggle in doing these kinds of things, those are the kinds of things that would be helpful to reach out and give me a call. I offer a free 30-minute, no-obligation consultation where you and your partner can know how I would work and help the two of you always make the authentic relationship, the vulnerable relationship, a joy to have, so that the two of you are always confident that you'll always be together for the rest of your lives. Take care now, and please stay connected with me. Bye-bye.